Assalamualaikum, my name is Afiqqul Aliff bin NAZRI. Today I will tell about the understanding concept of leisure that relate quality of life among teenagers in urban area. For the background of the study, concept of leisure, according to Edison 2015, the leisure of play is describe any motion, action, and activity when free time. Other than that, according to Adesoye and Ajibu MA 2015, it can be categorized into general or significant leisure and casual or diversionary leisure. For the quality of life inquire about in a rising field of ponder within the social behavior, natural and approach science over the final few decades. It is considered as branch of the social indicator movement to begin with started in financial matter and humanism, according to Muzaffar and Yusel 2015. Other than that, according to Muzaffar Ushel 2015, it cannot be compared with the more critical pointer of development that capture subjective well-being, require fulfillment, life fulfillment, sin, quality of life, joy, or life fulfillment. For the statement of the problem, we know teenagers are mostly easily involved in a bad or negative behavior. They are involved in smoking, involved in sexual activity, involved in criminal issue. According to Harian Metro, they said teenagers is easily involved in bad and negative behavior. The research objective. The first one is to identify the concept of leisure involved among teenagers in urban area. Number two is to identify quality of life involved among teenagers in urban area. And the research objective number three is to determine the relationship between the concept of leisure and quality of life among teenagers in urban area. For the literature review, according to Gomez and Isik 2018, leisure make our body healthy and energetic. Based on the concept that leisure attitude is related to leisure motivation involved in leisure satisfaction with recreation and happiness, according to Chen Li Chen, 2013. According to Stone and Osher, 2013, those with external obligation, in particular work and family related, even feel guilty of having leisure time, and such attitude their lifestyle reflect them. Leisure is important because it providing the good opportunities to social environment, according to Crowley 2015. Other than that, as they are increasingly independent and responsible for their own health behavior, adolescents constitute one significant target group, according to Amir H. for 2020. For the research design, it has three, which is descriptive method, correlation, and questionnaire distribution. I use this because it's suitable with my title research. For the sampling, 384 respondents in Klang Valley area has been chosen from 98,000 population of Klang Valley. The number of samples refer to Critchy and Morgan table. Maximum is 384 respondents. For the sampling, I use convenience sampling because it is randomly population and from the variety background. For the instrumentation, it has two questionnaires that I've been used. The first one is the development of leisure meaning inventory, schools 2001, and the second one is SF12 quality of life, where Konseski and Keller 1996. In the first questionnaire, it consists 26 items and it will be connected with the concept of leisure. It used Likert type point that the range from strongly disagree, which is 1, to strongly agree, 5. The questionnaire number 2, it consists 8 quality of life scale, which is physical functioning, bodily pain, role physical, vitality, general health, social functioning, mental health, and role emotional. For the data collection procedure, the first step is ask permission to do research from the supervisor. I ask from my supervisor to do research at my area. Second is briefing and explain to sample about the questionnaire. Briefly explain to them how many sections have and explain how to answer the questionnaire. Third is distribute the questionnaire to the sample. And the last one is collect the data from the sample if they're done, fulfill. For the data analysis, from the three research objectives, the first is I use descriptive analysis. The second research objective, I use descriptive analysis too. The third research objective, I use correlation analysis. Okay, if you can see, this is a result of demographic that the data that have been collected from the respondent, which is the female is majority involved in this data collection procedure. From the age is 19 to 24 is majority, which is 330 respondents. From the race, the Malay is majority, others than Indian and Chinese. This is the result of research objective 1, which is concept of leisure. It has been divided to the 4 factors. The factor number 1 is leisure as passing time. The results show that the highest factor is leisure is doing nothing, which is mean is 2.70 and the standard deviation is 1.309. This is a factor number 2, leisure as escaping pressure. The highest mean is question 16, which is leisure can release tension, which is the mean is 2.51 and standard deviation is 1.451. This is factor number 3 of the research objective 1, leisure as exercise choice. Question 9 is the highest mean, which is 2.46, and standard deviation is 1.450, which is leisure time stop when you want to fulfill someone's expectation. The fourth factor is the leisure as achieving fulfillment. The highest mean is 2.48 and the standard deviation is 1.390, which is says that leisure can connect them outside environment. This is the research objective number 2, which is that have been divided by 2 factors. This is the physical health. This shows that the highest is in this questionnaire is their health in general, which is mean is 3.05 and the standard deviation is 1.614. For the mental health, the highest mean is that you have a lot of energy, which is mean is 3.59 and the standard deviation is 1.413. Okay, this is the result of the research objective 3, which is analysis of understanding the concept of leisure that relate quality of life among teenagers in urban area. I've been used SPSS to analyze the data. I run the normality test to know that the data is normal or non-normal. If the data is normal, we use Spearman correlation, and the data is non-normal, we use the person correlation. Oh, sorry. If the data is normal, we use the person correlation, and the data is not normal, we use Spearman correlation. The data have been run uh, from the squidness and kurtosis. It's below than 0, and the kurtosis is below than plus minus 3. For the significant is more than 0.05. The data is normal, so around the person correlation. If you can see, the significant detail is more than 0.05, which is the correlation, the correlation test show that it's significant different the concept of leisure that relate quality of life among teenagers in urban area. For the discussion, finding the demographic profile. That is 384 respondents been involved, which is female is 237 that majority involved in this questionnaire. The age from 19 to 24 is 313, is the majority involved in this questionnaire, which is 12 until 18 is 54. That means they not interested fulfill this questionnaire. The race shows Malay is majority, which is 330 respondents. Second is the first research objective. The factor that they understand about leisure as escaping pressure, because the mean is the highest one. And some respondents think leisure is not give any benefit for them because they are busy in work, they are not interested in leisure activity. Number three is understanding quality of life among teenagers. There's two factors, which is physical and mental health. The mental health is the higher than physical health, which is the mean is 2.516, while the physical mean is 1.996. Number four is the research objective number three, which is understanding the concept of leisure that relate quality of life among teenagers. There is significant difference between the concept of leisure that relate quality of life among teenagers in urban area that show even in urban area, the teenagers are still do a leisure activity with healthy activity. For the conclusion, in this study, it will be focused on concept of leisure among teenagers in urban area, also the quality of life among teenagers in urban area, and the last is the understanding the concept of leisure that relate to quality of life among teenagers in urban area. All the research objectives are achieved that shown the main factor of the concept of leisure is escaping pressure. For the quality of life, the main factor is the mental health that can influence teenagers involved in leisure activity. Lastly, the third research objective had been answered that there is significant difference the concept of leisure that relate quality of life among teenagers in urban area. This is the reference that I've been used to conduct this research. That's all from me. Thank you.